Todd with Reason Files. Today we're going to take a listen to some more of Sarah's story. Sarah was involved in the church of Mark Wayne Lewis, the man who ordained Roger Jimenez, some of the going-ons there of the church that Sarah will be touching on. Also in the description, I'll provide the 2020 link. Sarah was on that program, and you get some more context. Also, we're going to bring some more of Sarah's story to a future video. Also, we have reached out and attempted to contact the drug dealer, or former drug dealer, that Mark Wayne Lewis was involved with, and apparently was sharing a hotel room with at one time in a very seedy area of Sacramento. Okay, let us take a listen to Sarah touching on some issues.
One part that I don't think they mentioned is he went and stayed in a hotel in Sacramento for quite some time. It was Sacramento was about 30 minutes from here, from Vacaville, and he said that he had stayed there after Joanna had passed away. That was kind of like his go-to spot just to get out of town. But it wasn't, it wasn't your typical hotel. It was more, there was maybe like 10 rooms or something, just a single story, kind of more so where people are temporarily living in them, either homeless or using drugs, things of that nature. So it's not the best place, and it wasn't in a great part of town either. And when I had gone there to see him, there was, there was alcohol in the little mini fridge.
Okay.
And I was kind of taken back because he had never before drank alcohol. We weren't supposed to, and that was something, that, he preached about, and preached against. And he had just told me that it belonged to somebody else, the typical, blaming someone else for his actions. And I found out later he was definitely using and dealing drugs within that establishment. There was a time where someone knocked on the door, and I went to open it, and she basically kind of pushed the door open to walk in, but then saw me and said, "Oh, I'm sorry, wrong room," and left.
Right.
And I ended up getting, some yelled at and whatnot for, why did I answer the door and this and that. And again, at that point, putting two and two together, clearly it wasn't the wrong room. This was something he was, obviously involved in. And
would you believe that she may have been it sounded like a seedy area? Could she have been a prostitute, maybe, or a call girl?
Possibly. I'm thinking more that, definitely she looked like someone who was on drugs or at least, using. So, I mean, it's hard to tell whether, or it could have been both, as sick as that is. But yeah, it wouldn't surprise me, I guess I would say.
Okay.
It definitely wouldn't surprise me. More so like under his wing, or like working with him or for him, and got to see, some really dirty stuff. Just like inside stuff that was going on, from him selling pills of one of the older kids, to using one of the kids who was just a lost kid with, hopeless kid, to, break into people's car and steal things so he could sell them. Just really, really off the wall, bizarre things that basically just shouldn't be going on, and especially within a church.
So he was selling pills. Did you say he was selling pills? Did I hear?
Yes, there was a time where there was an older gentleman who, I'm not sure if they were his pain medication or something, but there was pain medication that he would actually get from one of the older gentlemen at the church and sell it to, get money or maybe trade for drugs or whatnot.
Right. Obviously a lot to deal with there. And also, Roger Jimenez has failed to address any of these issues. Of course, with the going-ons and happenings with the man who ordained him. Also, we've really yet to dive into all the text messages that were sent to underage members of Mark Wayne Lewis's church. Obviously, we involved nude photographs, over 80 of them, to a member and possibly others. So, stay tuned to Reason Files for further details. Reason Files out.